The Readz WYSIWYG shows you exactly what you're getting. The only consideration is when you resize your window and how to maintain your layout. The Readz solution is a feature called Smart Layout, which will help you with just that. Here's an example of how the Smart Layout feature keeps elements anchored to each other. Notice that even as I resize my browser window, the elements move together. This is important because we want to be sure that no matter how big or how small our readers choose to view the pages we build, they will always have a clean-looking layout. Now you're looking at the editor view of that same page. Each element already has the correct Smart Layout settings. Let's see what happens if we remove the Smart Layout settings on one element. As I resize the browser, notice the element that I had changed the Smart Layout setting on seems to be floating on its own. The space between the word design keeps on growing instead of sticking together. Let's see how simple it is to use the Smart Layout feature. In general, the Smart Layout feature is automatically set when you add an element to the page. The system will anchor your new element to any element directly above. If you need to reconfigure the Smart Layout settings, you can drag and drop the anchor to any other element. Let's see an example of when you might want to consider a different anchor combination. We have a text box that we'd like to anchor to the bottom of the image. We'll place our text box over the image. Now, let's change the anchor combination from bottom of the image pushing the top of the text box to the bottom of the image pushing, or perhaps a better word to use, sticking to the bottom of the text box. This bottom-bottom combination will keep our text box perfectly aligned to the bottom of our image. With this Smart Layout feature, we are, in a sense, creating a chain of pushing relationships between elements. One element will push another element, will push another element, and so on. This example shows what happens when you try to set an element to be pushed by the element it is currently pushing. Here, the text box with the word design is pushing the text box directly below it. Let's change the Smart Layout properties on this design text box from being pushed by the element above to instead be pushed by the element below it. Notice as I drop the anchor on the text box below, the property doesn't stick. This is expected behavior to prevent an endless pushing scenario. For more information about using the Smart Layout feature, please refer to the Readz How to Use guide.